Wednesday, 2 minutes before the open. We had a sell-off yesterday, had some weak news come in this morning. The market popped up a little bit. I've got a new indicator I'm trying out from Ninja. It's using artificial intelligence, I think, Zone GPT. It's predicting future price action with this blinking dot, which I've looked in the settings and you can change how fast it blinks, you can change the color, you can turn off the blinking, you can get rid of this thing if you don't want to see it. It's also printing these zone levels, so we'll see. I just got it on this one chart. I got my regular chart set up, but it seemed like something new that I never heard of before. No one else has got out there. Thought I'd try it out. 10 seconds to market open. Got a zone GPT signal, which is not a reason I took it long, because we had a nice pop up after the news today, and then we got this retracement. So I was looking to get in long again, and there we go. Anyways, I got into that trade because we had we had this pop up on the news, had this retracement back down near the 200, bottom of the Bollinger Band. Got a little pop up there. See, I didn't get very good fills in my other accounts. I should have got around 20 bucks and 200 bucks in all my accounts, but market was moving crazy. It's like clear sailing up to more than 100 points from here at 14.9. Same on the regular chart once we get past the pivot point. Got in another long. I don't know, I like it in longs. We were getting close to the close of this 5 minute. Got less than a minute on the 5 minute close, and it's looking healthy. Lots of delta, lots of volume. 5 minute candle close, we got some decent volume. Very nice delta. Might be breaking above the pivot point here. This thing's been blinking green for a long time, and it's been going up. Using the free version of Bandicam. That's what I'm doing my video recording on. Seems to be working fine. I can record 10 minutes at a time. I was trying to make shorter videos anyway to keep my editing time to a bare minimum. I'm even enjoying the editing though. It's like I get to go over all my trades again and see where I could have done better. The whole process is just definitely major personal improvement. We're kind of motorboating here. Low value area. Nice little cleavage there. Just kind of got sucked up in there. Motorboating right across there. Some big old delta coming in on this last 1 minute. This thing's still blinking green. Got another 5 minute candle close. A lot of delta. Definitely not looking to short this thing at the moment. We got news at 9:45 and 10, mainly at 10 o'clock. I got a little bounce trade there. I saw this volume delta dot come in on the Renko. We got a healthy uptrend already. We pulled back to the 9 EMA near the pivot point. Wasn't feeling super confident, so I cashed out pretty quick. Gonna wait 30 seconds here and see if this 9:45 news does anything at all. The news came out as expected, pretty much. No major deviations. So now we just gotta watch out for 10. There's a bunch of Fed speakers today too. All right, so 9:45 news was a non-event. I still like longs, but I want to make sure I get in at the proper time, being so close to 10 o'clock. Anytime I get an indicator, I try it out on several different time frames, Renko charts, volume charts, tick charts, play with all the different settings, change everything about it, try to get to know it inside and out before I come to any major conclusions. There's some indicators that I got that I just completely hated at first, and then I changed some of the settings and used it on a different chart and became one of my favorites. So always some ways to make some lemonade, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like I kind of missed my chance to get in my long. 10 o'clock just keeps creeping up. I always have my trade performance window minimized down below so I can just pop it up at any time, and just got one day loaded at a time so I can see how I'm doing for that day. And usually it just switches right over automatically. When I open my charts, it'll, like it was already at 10.4 to 10.4 today. Then I just hit generate, see how I've done today so far. I'm up 427, 10 till 10, 9:50 a.m., 100% win rate. All long trades, no short trades. I think reviewing your trading stats is very helpful. And I also think doing these trade reviews is really helpful. I highly recommend getting some free screen recording software. Like I'm using Bandicam. Am I recording right now? Shit. Yes, I'm recording. I'm using Bandicam, the free version. Lets you record 10 minutes at a time. Totally high definition. You might want to try it out. It definitely helps you give voice to the thoughts in your head and kind of better understand your own mental process when it comes to how you're approaching your trading. I also did trade journals for a while, but I really like the video recording. Adds a whole new layer to everything. I definitely recommend writing out all your different trades as well. What are your criteria for your different trade setups and what makes you get into each one of your trades, and what are the exact definitive triggers. I think I had like 15 or 20 different trade setups that I look for. They're so ingrained in my memory at this point. I don't have to think about anything, just always subconsciously scanning. We got a big old green delta dot. Price just took off 10 points. I was up on my soapbox and not paying attention to the trading. Trying to preach. I missed the reach. That would have been a nice long entry right there. All that delta came in. I do like the Renko for catching some early delta. We had the delta coming in here on the NQ 1 minute, but we didn't get it till, uh-oh, chart's frozen. I think I might be having some internet issues. That reminds me, I'm gonna do a video on what to do when your internet freezes. Oh, we're back. I do like the longs, but I think I'm done trading until 10. We got 4 minutes left. 2 seconds. News is out. We got this support level on the zone GPT indicator, 70-65 area. I'd go for a bounce. I did not get filled on the MNQ trade, so I got out of the market order for, I might even have lost money on a couple of those. That's lame. Yeah, I just didn't see it popping any higher. I got out, which I'm glad I did, because now it's going back to Tank Town for a little bit. Here's the 65 level, got 200 SMA, got VWAP down here, yesterday's point of yesterday's point of control, yesterday's close, VWAP. It's a nice juicy area down here. Oof, look at all that delta. 5 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute ES. ES is coming up to the VWAP. Scare me out of these long ideas. Ugh, I just want a little bounce trade so bad. Nice 10-point bounce off the 200 moving average area there. The delta on the 5 minutes drying up a little bit. It was at 1300, now it's like a grand. Nothing that's making my mangina tingle yet, so keep waiting. You want to get that tingling in your mangina or your regular vagina before you get into a trade. I think that's another MonkeyMan setup. I'll probably have to do a video about that at some point. Got this resistance now. It's formed on zone GPT. Zone GPT to the downside. That little level it had drawn held up pretty nice there. About a 20-point bounce down from that level it had drawn. Well, it certainly hasn't just fallen off the face of a cliff, so I think there's hopes for long bounces when we arrive at certain levels. Got the 50 SMA, lower Bollinger Band on the 5-minute. Got all this Zone GPT resistance area, VWAP. You know, I just didn't think it was going to make it all the way down to VWAP on that push. Got a little bounce long. Ideally, I would like to wait till it got to VWAP. Kind of thought maybe everyone else was waiting for that too, and it just wasn't going to make it. That happens more often than you might think. We were down at the bottom Bollinger Band on the 5-minute. I'm still preferring longs for the day. All the news has come out. I'm going to be mainly looking for longs, I think, unless I see something else that really changes my perspective. See, I had started to double up on my chicken balls on the micros, and now that I've got this one account that's trading standard NASDAQ, I've reverted back to the minimum amount of micros. So I don't know how to feel about all this. It'll work out one way or the other. Well, we've continued our ascent. Just had a candle close above the 20 SMA. We have penetrated the pink. Will we get up to pivot point again? This is a congested area according to Zone GPT. Got a down signal. Got this level. Worked out good that time. Came right up to the Zone GPT level. Got a sell signal. Got some volume dots. Price came down like 30 points. Well, we got in there and we're like, oh shit. Pull out. Pull out. Something smells fishy. Now price is like, wait a minute. How bad was it? Was it that bad? I don't know. Maybe we should check it out again. The markets are like the male brain. Maybe because probably 90% of people trading the markets are male. Maybe all these charts are just a glimpse into the male psyche. Market totally changed its mind. It's like, wasn't so bad in there. Oh, no, still smells a little fishy. It's 10:22 now. I think we'll get a bounce from some level at some point, some amount of distance in the next 13 minutes. That's my prediction. Price dipped down, made it to this lower Bollinger Band on the 1-minute. We got a bounce, 25 points. My prediction came true. It bounced from some level at some point between 10:22 and 10:35. So there you have it. I got in on a small bounce trade, up like $900. 3 minutes to 10:30. Would like to find another long trade before the day is over. Coming down to VWAP, 10:30. I got a horrible fill. I'm gonna have to move my take profit super close on this one. I thought I was getting in more at the 40 area. Come up to this Zone GPT level that's got drawn here. Got double Zone GPT signals long. But we had that Zone GPT level sitting at 35 area for most of the day. Came down. We got a delta dot. We got some Zone GPT signals and off to the races. 25, 30 points up. Probably should have stayed in that bounce trade longer. I was trying to get it right off of VWAP. I tried to grab it at 40 and ended up getting filled at 46 or 47 or something like that. It was terrible fill. So I didn't want to add in once it got to VWAP. Dumb shit that you don't plan for happens sometimes when you're trading. Just gotta roll with it. Kind of tempted to try and get another long in somewhere. 1033, up like $1,000 between my 5 accounts. Price is taking off. Oof, look at that delta breaking above VWAP on the ES. So tempting, I had to take one more long. If I was maybe a better trader, I'd get into a move like this and just move my stop up, trail it as price continues to go to the moon. The trailing drawdown with Apex is such that I like to get out quick and with the maximum amount of profit. There's no end of day drawdown yet with Apex, so if price goes up super high and I'm up $1,000 and then it retraces and I'm only up $500, then I cash out, then I've lost $500 of my trailing drawdown. That is another reason that I am in and out super quick and try to get out at the peak level for my particular trade. Again, I don't mind that. Some people do, but it fits my momentum trading style anyway, so I'm not worried about it. It's worked fine for me for quite some time now. And then also, once you get your account built up, your trailing drawdown stops. So if you have a $50,000 Apex account and you build that thing up to $60,000 and you've got $10,000 in it, your trailing drawdown stops at $50,100. So if you get your account up to 60 grand, you've got $9,900 worth of drawdown, and it's not trailing the $2,500 anymore. You've got the full amount, anything above 50,100, once you get your account up to a certain level. So I personally like being in and out of trades quick. I also like day trading better than swing trading. I don't like going to sleep with trades open. I used to do that when I traded forex, and man, my dreams would either be total nightmares or they'd be these awesome parties where I was hanging out with friends and just having a great time. And if I was having a good dream, I'd wake up and I'd be up $1,000 or something, and if I had a bad dream, my stop loss got hit. Too intertwined with my regular life. I like to keep my business just in this little compact 1 or 2 hours a day, and that's the only time I have to focus and mitigate stress and do all the mental, emotional discipline, all that good stuff. Wednesday, October 4th, 10:40 a.m. up $1,100 pretty much across the 5 Apex accounts. Well, I'm gonna stop now so I don't have to edit so much video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks so much for everyone that's signing up for Apex accounts using my code. That's a nice bonus, so thank you so much. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.